So guys, we finally have Norway, or I mean, we already had Norway, but now officially, right? So let's take a look on the new mosquitoes and talk a little bit about Norway to the future, right? So very cool guys that they are adding Norwegian vehicles to the tech tree of the Swedish. We are here with the most advanced mosquito that they are adding for the Norwegians, which is the Ash model, Mark IV if I'm not mistaken, right? And it does have a radar on the nose, which is not a normal radar. It is a naval radar, which is pretty cool, guys. Look at this. So, yeah, if you point it to where the targets are. Oh, it's a little bit hard, finicky to use. It does detect where the ships are, guys, which is pretty, I mean, useless maybe, kinda? But at the same time, very cool. At the same time, it is pretty cool. It has an enormous, I mean, I doubt that it can detect anything by like 185 kilometers of a of a range there, which is pretty insane. So very, very cool, guys. And it basically opens the gap for Norwegian vehicles, which I think are pretty cool, right? Of course, you will not see something like too unique because, of course, the Norwegians, they have more or less variants of vehicles that are already, you know, in the game, like the F-16, for example. F5s and stuff like that, but still, guys, we are having the Thai being added for the Japanese, the Indonesians as well there, apparently. And yeah, the Swedish, they already have the Finnish, but the Norwegians can bring a little bit more flavor there, and not only like, let's be honest, only Gripens and stuff like that for the future, right? So, yeah, very, very cool to see it. You can have the pretty cool roundel there, very interesting, right? So let's take a look on the mosquitoes. This one, it is pretty interesting because, of course, it loses out some of the guns, but it does have a radar. So, for example, you can be at night flying around with your Uncle Toms, as you see 4 Uncle Toms over here. I mean, this is more of a custom battle scenario, obviously, because, of course, well, somebody just called me, so I had to take that. So, I don't know what I was talking, but the Uncle Toms are here, of course. And in a situation like this, for example, at night, you could detect targets, which is pretty interesting. You don't have a cockpit yet. I would assume that we would have one in the future for that. And, I mean, you could technically detect it, right, without the markers and stuff. And even at day, of course, and do the attack, of course. So it is very cool to have this. I mean, this type of little thing, I mean, radars, technology, implementation of versions of vehicles are just always very, very cool. So let's try to just destroy this. I'm gonna try to fire, I don't know. I mean, we detected the target, of course, and way too fast, but I hit the target. Did it catch on fire? I think it did. Let's attack this one as well. Oh. Yeah, I hit it. Nice. Compartment destroyed. So, very, very cool to do this, guys. The radar itself, as you see, doesn't have any modes, right? Or scan patterns much, you know, so it doesn't change anything. But you can tilt the radar antenna, as you see. And, of course, you can increase the range. So, you can have up to, like, 185. So, very cool. So, as you see, this is the Mark 6, sorry, Ash. I thought it was a Mark 4. Mark 6 Ash. 3.7, it only has the Hispanos instead of the 7.7, right? It has this very cool skin. And of course, it has the APS for radar. Search radar, 27 kilometers. Surface search, sea. Okay, so it basically just searches for the sea. And you can have some rockets. Of course, the Uncle Toms are probably the best one for anti-ship because they penetrate and have a lot of explosive mass. But you can take some bombs as well internally. And, of course, some RP3s as well, okay? So, very, very cool, right? Obviously, we would have the normal Mark 6 as well over here, you know, with the Brownings. Of course, with the kind of same armament over here. Kind of know it's the exact same, right? And we have also the Mark II, which is an earlier model, of course, that it's going to have less performance and stuff. The weird part is that, of course, it is using the Royal Air Force roundels. Apparently, they did use them. There was something... there you go. There is a flag here showing that it's the Norwegian one, right? So, yeah, very, very cool. 3.7, all of them. And yeah, guys, I know it doesn't feel like something that it's very interesting, but this is a very cool addition, in my opinion, because it opens up the idea of a Norwegian, maybe even Danish in the future, since we can have some Danish vehicles as well, like this, in the tech tree. I mean, why not have a whole line over here of Danish and Norwegian vehicles, F-16s, whatever. I have to do research. I don't remember the vehicles that they have, but a lot of these vehicles here. It would be very cool. But basically, this is it, guys. This is the new mosquitos. I know it doesn't feel like something that it's big, but this one in particular, the ash, I think it's very cool because you can use in ship battles to detect where the ships are a little bit quicker, and you can use the Uncle Toms to actually destroy them, which are very good rockets, right? So very cool. So let me know in the comments what you think. See you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye guys, see ya.